ultimately, I think John wants 3 or 4 of these groups.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect people to join more than 2 at the most.
Mhm.
So I think if we get to a third of the membership of the PBCA, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I imagine if we're successful and we get this launched, other groups will launch as well.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not going to spend $6,000 on membership dues every year, so there's only so many things you can join.
Yeah.
Financial goals, I think we're a little early on that. Trainings per year, I think we'll do the monthly little piece of training, and I think other trainings as needed. Probably, if we're going to do 33 members, we'll probably have to do 3 a year at least. What do you think, Phil?
Yeah. And Rita, sorry I'm having to mute you, periodically, but there's some feedback. But yeah, I think depending on, we will have to do a training. We have to decide what's the minimum number. Now, we did make a commitment that we would do another training within 30 days. So we're going to have to do that in May. Yeah. But my view, Matt, is that we should probably have a minimum of 3 coaches in order to do a training.
Yeah, I think if we have 1 or 2, there are other options for training. We can do a one-on-one.
Yeah.
To get them certified and because you don't. The other way to look at that is a minimum number or a maximum amount of time, whichever occurs first. Because I'd say minimum every 6 months we have to do a training so that if somebody's waiting to join, they're not waiting longer than that. And I think we can accommodate people as to get them in. If somebody's very interested, we'll work it out and we'll try to group them as much as we can. Though I think you're right. We can't be doing a training every 30 days. So I'd say quarterly, if we have at least 3, and if we don't, we'll look at if we can do it individually or see maybe if we can recruit another member.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, we have no finances, so I don't know about financial goals. But what was your thought on financial goals?
Well, financial goals only in the sense of what are we about, and that's something I guess we really need to discuss with John as things progress and as we see how many new registrant coaches there are. Is it just a break even? Is the any additional monies that come in? Is it used for developmental reasons?
I think we need an LPCA annual conference with our member in Hawaii. That's
yeah, well, that's understood. Yeah, that's why I joined. Yeah, sponsored by the LPCA, of course.
That's
yeah,
right. And Ray will provide the beverages. Right.
Yeah.
But you're right, Phil. And that's something that we can, as this evolves, we'll definitely keep that in mind. And enrollment of new coaches, I think, goes along with your how many members discussion and training. So we have some good issues to think about as we're setting our goals and our mission. And right now our mission is, I think, to get this website up and running, get the library ported over and completed, and start thinking about marketing.
Are you advertising the May 18th number? Because this is the first date. This is the first I've heard of it.
We are. Yeah, we just decided this yesterday. So
okay.
But Marty's been made aware of it.
All right.
But we'll put it out there for everybody to.
Yeah, it might be a good forum, just on the forum and also on our website, just to the PBCA website, or maybe some email blast or something, right?
Yeah, Rita. We might be able to. We can do that through the forum, but everybody will get that. But I believe we may be able to do an email blast on that as well.
Yeah, probably both. Get the forum and get some buzz about it. You know, that that it keeps coming up every day. You see who else commented on the upcoming, you know, LPCA training, right?
Sure.
And we could all comment on that. I mean, that's something I could interact with or something.
Okay. Are you interested? Are you interested in attending as a current LPCA member, Bernie? If you're available.
Yeah, if I can, I thought it would be interesting, you know, just to go through it one more time, because I feel like, it was a lot in a short session late at night, you know, in Phoenix, and I don't know that
No, we have to talk to John about these late night scheduling issues.
Yeah. Well, it's the only time that's available for extra things. I already have 2 other things on my calendar for that time period, but if I can get out of those other things, I'll try to be there, and because I think it would be good as if anything, just as a reinforcement of what we are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as we're getting through the materials, I think having a few extra voices on there, particularly people who are already out there marketing to lawyers and talking to lawyers, it's valuable.
Yeah.
The feedback's valuable.
And
right.
But I can see your point. You're not going to do it just for those that you've already done it for. You want to do so. If Marty's the only one, will you really do it on the 18th or not? Is the question.
I think that we will do it on the 18th because we have to do it for Marty anyway, and we'll just do it during that time frame. If it's Phil, me, and Marty, it won't go 2 hours, but the more times we do it, the better off we'll be at it, and we have to do it sometime, so we might as well do it then.
So then the idea is to do a big push to get other people excited about it, so that it's not just Marty is the only one doing it, but
okay.
I'm assuming I think we said that everybody that's already done it can just join for free, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah. No, I mean I sort of thought that was a commitment that we made. There's a few people. It was right at the end.
Yeah.
And some people raised that issue, and my recall was we said, okay, fine, not an issue. And of course it won't be an issue because, you know, the numbers we're talking about aren't huge, and you know, if we do it in webinar format, then it's going to go a lot more quickly than it did in Phoenix.
Well, it'll be a little bit more structured online too, and it will be sure to get through the material so that the new person will get the training. That's the first priority, is to get that new person their minimum training, and then it will for sure fill in gaps for others, and that's going to benefit the new person as well.
Great. And sorry about not volunteering when you're asked for volunteers. I made a commitment to myself yesterday to say no more often because I am overloaded right now. So
I hear you. And
I volunteer for everything, and I can't do that anymore. I have to say no. So you're one of my first cases.
We won't penalize you for being the only non-staff person on the call.
Yeah.
By the way, I just wanted to share with you before we kind of splintered off. Rita has been communicating with me because she's been on mute because of the feedback on her mic. But she's been communicating with me by chat, and she asked me to bring you up to speed that she is putting the training on the PBCA calendar and announcing it as well on the site.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rita. Sorry, I don't mean to not address you when you're on mute. I apologize. All right, that's our agenda. And if Bernie, again, if you have any questions, certainly because of where you are, but also, and anybody else for that matter on the call, feel free to pick up the phone and give me a call.
I'll do it.
Fortunately and unfortunately, I have plenty of experience with lawyers.
All right, thanks a lot. Okay. And thanks you, Phil, and thanks Rita also for all your work.
All right, yes, and thank you, Rita, for getting us that update, and thank you, Phil, and we will probably speak with you on the 18th.